bouquet of the new century with the biblical wonders and topped by the world's greatest Ferris wheel. Europe is poised for a surge. It's the start of the age of electricity and speed, elevated trains, the London Underground, the Paris Metro, and at the Paris Fair there's even a moving sidewalk. Far above the Paris skyline soars the new Eiffel Tower, a triumph though some holdbacks denounce it as monstrous, a Tower of Babel. Alexander Eiffel himself, who built it, becomes a hero of the new generation. New heights, new thrills, these arouse the men of the 1900s. Some are daring, some foolhardy. One Frenchman, a tailor by profession, is so impatient to fly that he decides to take off from high in the Eiffel Tower with wings like those of a bat. Sounder means for the air-minded is the balloon. It's the fashion now to make a Sunday ascent. There are meets, fairs, races for intrepid aeronauts and their ladies. Comes to France to demonstrate his flying machine and makes a sensation. In England, a prophet remarks, Wilbur Wright is in possession of a power which was the fate of nations. Yet for most people, life still follows its old, unhurried ways. Carriages built in Queen Victoria's prime still rattle along the avenue. The automobile is only on the horizon. There is time and space. The grand boulevards are stately, but above all, a place for the promenade on foot. The pace of life is placid, orderly, comfortable. A well-fed generation raised under the aging grandmother of Europe, Queen Victoria, reflects her optimism, her virtues, and her dress. The life of France has been split by the affair of Captain Alfred Dreyfus, a bitter clash between military and civilian points of view in which all of France takes sides. Madame Dreyfus leaves her husband's prison. The man following is Émile Zola, the renowned novelist who has come to the support of the captain unjustly convicted of espionage. Zola's famous article, I Accuse, rallies millions to the Dreyfus cause in which anti-Semitism is a major issue. It eventually results in the complete vindication of Dreyfus and a decisive victory for the people of France's Third Republic. Meanwhile, across the Queen Victoria is dead. Long live the king and his beautiful consort, Alexander. The Edwardian era, Ohio, from the robust spirit and expansive proportions of its monarch. Edward VII personifies the good life of the time, the sensual pleasures, food, women, luxury, and comfort. Kaiser Wilhelm gives his Germany a different, more strident spirit. Yet all different is Queen Victoria's grandson. Dear boy Willie, she called him. The Kaiser likes to display virile boldness, assume some of the airs of Roman emperors, feeds bears at the zoo with his withered arm, and talks of his mailed fist. Then there's Tsar Nicholas, Victoria's Dear Nicky. Married to Victoria's granddaughter, he is Dear Willie's cousin. Although he wears a beard and the resounding title, Autocrat of all the Russias, he is anything but an impressive ruler. Here he's relaxing with still other members of the family, the royalty of Denmark. Blood ties make for pleasant royal life, but Victoria is gone, the grandmother who kept the family together. Franz Joseph of Austria has his own clan, the Habsburgs. Like its ruler, the Austrian Empire is old, encrusted, and there's doubt about its future. The court of Franz Joseph is the grandest and most traditional in Europe. Young officers dress up in their peacetime gilded regalia and look like student princes. There's still time and space in Europe for the old romantic mood. The continent abounds in resorts, spas, casinos, playgrounds of the rich. There's always the hope of breaking the bank at Monte Carlo. Europe discovers the out-of-doors. Famed beaches beckon. Ostend, Deauville, Biarritz. Escape to the Dutch. It's now proper to undress and take to the sea. Finds a new cause in outdoor sports, exercise, and health. The body emerges from its Victorian wraps. Some are shocked at so much revelation of the human shape. What of our morals? Will our people become pagan next? Yet a great unlimbering is in process, and many think it time to toughen up for what a famous American, Theodore Roosevelt, calls the strenuous life. Brothers, the newfound outdoor life isn't unduly strenuous. It's the day of the long country weekend, the scenic tour, the gargantuan picnic. Expresses the new love of nature more joyfully than Claude Monet, the French Impressionist painter. In youth he was called a mere maker of blobs. Now he is beloved for his studies of field and river. Art lovers also admire Auguste Renoir, another great Impressionist painter whom they once despised. And in their turn there are newer, bolder schools of art fighting for recognition. Cubists, Futurists, Expressionists. Among France's most illustrious men is the sculptor Rodin, creator of the Thinker. Each year, the world becomes more aware of a brilliant renaissance of French art. The age aging but still splendid actress Sarah Bernhardt. These are classic times in the Paris theater, too. Mounet Sully, a reigning star at the Comédie Française, is famous for his Hamlet. Meanwhile, faraway Russia speaks to the West through the genius of Tolstoy. Old by now, yet increasingly honored for his novelist art and his passionate humanity. In Britain, the lively, quizzical spirit of George Bernard Shaw, in his prime as a writer of searching comedy. He calls himself a socialist agitator, but manages to make even his enemies laugh with him. And James M. Barrie, creator of Peter Pan and kindred fables. All the world's a stage, and Europe's footlights were never brighter.